Aston Villa 1, West Ham 1. In my own opinion, out of 4 games under Graham Potter, this is the first time West Ham has really showed us that, see, they have a different coach because they played very well against Aston Villa today and they deserved the points they had. Under Graham Potter, 4 games, they have lost 1 game, won 1 game, and drawn 2 games. We are going to talk about their performance and also talk about the performance of Mohammed Kudus. There is mixed feelings amongst fans. A lot of people say Mohammed Kudus was not doing well in the game. There's another section that believes that Mohammed Kudus played his best game under Graham Potter so far. We are going to talk about that. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You're watching SportsCornerGH. Quickly, let's jump into it. Aston Villa 1, West Ham 1. All I'm going to say is that West Ham had the whole week to prepare for this game. But Aston Villa had some few days to prepare for this game because they played in the Champions League before playing in this particular game. In the first 10 minutes of that game, Aston Villa were on top. That was when they had their goal. But after that first 10 minutes, it was all about West Ham. West Ham played so well. And today, I just want to say that the wing backs, the full backs, both Emerson and also Aaron Wan-Bissaka played an important role for West Ham. I mean, they played a crucial role. And you see that right-hand side of West Ham, the combination, Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Mohammed Kudus, that is a beautiful thing to watch because today they worked so well. Every single thing that went through that channel was so beautiful to watch. And I love the way West Ham played. It was as if they were a different team. And if you looked at the way they were structured today, it was very nice to watch. And I think Graham Potter, if he gets everyone back, everyone fit, West Ham are going to start playing a different football because today, looking at the team that are not to their full strength, a team that are missing a lot of key players, and if you saw the way they played, you will be surprised. 5 defenders, 4 midfielders, 1 attacker. But they played so well, created a lot of chances. They were the better team today. Aston Villa, aside that 10 minutes, that was it. I mean, everything was about West Ham. And I believe that they should have worked that way with all 3 points. It's just that they were not able to take the opportunities and capitalize on it and be clinical enough. And I'm not going to blame them. Once again, it's because they were not having their forwards. Today, Paqueta was deployed more centrally as a number 9. That false 9 role, Paqueta was the one playing it today. And Mohammed Kudus was shifted more to the right. That's why I said that his combination with Aaron Wan-Bissaka was a beautiful thing to watch because they combined very well. The communication was there. You could see these players understand themselves at that right-hand side. And if you take a look at Mohammed Kudus' heat map from that game, you could see he operated more on the right than through the central channels and everything. And I believe that today, I mean, Kudus played very well, regardless of what others are saying. Yes, he was dispossessed a lot of times in the game, but what people will not tell you is that every single time he was dispossessed, he runs back, tracks back, gets the ball back. A lot of people are not talking about that. His ability, his work off the ball was so good. And the fact that he was able to be in, the right place at the right time, especially in those small pockets of spaces, it was very important. But these are things that people are not going to see. When he loses the ball, everybody complains. But I mean, other players lose the ball in the game, but no one is complaining. But guys, let's talk about Mohammed Kudus' influence in that game. Before this game, he held an interview with Sky Sports talking about how the team were prepared. They followed the coach's instruction, the training section they had, and how they had prepared the whole week for this game. And it was evident. You could see certain things that they did on the training pitch reflecting in today's game. Like the way they scored their goal, that cross and Emerson's goal. It was something that you could see they had practiced on the training grounds. And honestly, for me, Mohammed Kudus in this game, he played extremely well, especially his off-the-ball work. Mohammed Kudus was more aggressive today. A lot of criticism he has received from, a few games he has played previously was that he doesn't track back. He doesn't help defensively. Today, that was different. Today, he was helping defensively. He was tracking back. It was one of those instances that got Tyrone Mings injured. Today, Mohammed Kudus really kind of impressed me with the kind of role he played. I believe that he followed the instruction to the latter. I mean, if he wasn't following the instruction, he wouldn't have played for that long until 90 minutes. But then, guys, let's take a look at Mohammed Kudus' performance in numbers. And this is coming from SofaScore. In that game, he played the full 90 minutes, but then he was substituted out in the extra minutes. If you take a look at his shot on target, it is 0 shots off target, 1. In the game, he actually had a block shot getting to the close of the first half. It was not indicated yet, but then I'm tipping that in. Also, dribble attempted successful, 6 out of 13. I believe I saw more than this, but then, I mean, this is coming from SofaScore. Total touches, 66. Accurate passes completed, 29 out of 29, accumulating to 100%. If you take a look at his ground balls won, it is 10 out of 20. Area balls won, 1 out of 1. As I said, today he lost a lot of possession. He lost possession 17 times. But then let's take a look at his, defensive ability. Total tackles, 3. He made some interceptions today. It was not recorded here. His total tackles were more than 3. It was also not recorded here. But then from SofaScore, it is 3, and he was rated 7.1. And for those who are complaining about his performance, trust me, if he did not perform well, the ratings will show. These ratings are made because of the performance of these players. And Mohammed Kudus being rated 7.1 is above average. And I think he performed very well. With West Ham, all they need is attacking players. Because you see, between Aston Villa and West Ham, both teams had problems. With Aston Villa, they had problems because they did not have a lot of defenders. That is why you see someone like Luka being coming into the centre back role, where Tyrone Mings got injured, a left back playing that centre back role. Same for West Ham, they don't have forward players, they don't have attackers. So the few ones they have are Danny Ings and Mohammed Kudus. That is all. So these two teams have their own problems, but at the end of the day, the points were splitted, 1 point for each team. Mohammed Kudus performing very well based on my own opinion, based on what I saw. But then, guys, let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. I mean, the fan base might not be happy. I loved what I saw. I think he did very well. Graham Potter, this is just his 4th game, and I think the team is shaping in the right direction. They just need to give Graham Potter the time. They need to give him the materials to succeed. Graham Potter needs attackers. Now it's only 2, Kudus and Danny Ings. He needs more. He needs more attackers. John Durant, I heard they made another offer of 70 million. He has been rejected. If they can't get John Durant, they should go in somewhere else and get other players to come into the club and play, because you don't have Bowen, you don't have Somerville, you don't have Antonio. This is a problem. You need to solve it. So West Ham, they have a very good coach who seems to understand what he's doing, playing that 3-back system very, very well, where this wing backs up. I mean, looking at Aaron Wan-Bissaka today, I think he has really improved at Graham Potter. Aaron Wan-Bissaka playing that right wing back, excellent too. So guys, this is where I'm going to end today's video. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Let me also know your thoughts about the entire game and the performance from Mohammed Kudus. My name is Adam. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go right.